Yep, that's not a joke anymore. Over a year has gone by since the MISC Raptor was first shown to us as an April Fool's Day joke. Now, out of nowhere, this brand new referral ladder dropping next month will bring with it the MISC Raptor. Oh, and just some other unimportant things like an Idris-M and a scythe. In other news, the year of playability that CIG promised for 2025 seems to be extending to more than just bug squashing, as CIG will be implementing pretty massive changes to the way Wikelo works in the verse. Hello folks, Space Tech here, and welcome to a quick video detailing everything we know about the new Wikelo system and the much improved referral ladder. Starting off with Wikelo. CIG notes here that the entire idea behind that system was to change up the rewards for missions always being aUEC to more tangible items like the variety of ships you could earn. There were a lot of issues with this initial system, from the randomness of rewards to the way you'd submit each contract. So here's what's changing. The reward system is getting infinitely better. You will no longer be playing a loot box simulator as you get your 10th Zeus ES if you wanted the Guardian or, God forbid, the Constellation Taurus as the only real ship of that class within the pool. Even worse was the tier underneath it, where someone who wanted to Spirit C1 could have gotten an endless supply of the Mirai Pulse instead. This new system will allow you to directly accept contracts that will tell you what your reward is going to be upfront. Other changes that will come after 4.2.1 are going to include the ability to start certain contracts only from Wikelo's Emporium. I believe these will be the actual turn-in contracts that are advertised as the banners today. That change alone should help alleviate some of the frustration with the Wikelo loop. Once you've accepted the contract, you'll also be able to submit nested items, so you'll be able to put a bunch of the necessary items into a 1 SCU container and then just submit the container to fulfill the contract. This should speed things up as you go around the verse collecting the necessary items. Finally, you'll be able to turn in these items at any of the Wikelo spots, not just a specific one. This will even allow you to submit some of them at one location and then the rest at another. This will be a huge change, allowing for less overall toil just transporting everything all over the system. Overall, I'm really happy with the direction that they're taking the Wikelo game loop, and I also think that we should celebrate the fact that CIG is listening to their players and actually understanding pain points. They obviously can't fix everything all at once, but this is a great step towards making the existing game loops more functional and enjoyable. Speaking of enjoyable, the referral system is getting a complete overhaul when it comes to its rewards. Anyone who has looked at the old system knows how absolutely atrocious it is. You'd get next to nothing of note till you got to 10 referrals, where you'd get a Gladius. This is already an achievement that's basically impossible anyway for 99% of people playing the game. The people who even got that far were mostly people who were referring alt accounts or were content creators themselves. After that, you would get another serving of absolutely nothing till 75 referrals, a completely unachievable goal for all but the biggest creators who were given a MISC Razor for being responsible for bringing in at least $3,000 to the game. Well, thankfully, rewards are getting better across the board, including making useful rewards more accessible to more people. So let's see what you're going to be receiving. Starting off strong, we get a full set of what looks to be medium armor in a black and gold color scheme. I'm super happy about this color scheme because these colors had originally been locked behind concierge skins, which are inaccessible to the vast majority of players. After that, we get a Volt SMG, then a little Gladius model that's similar to the existing gold models that you can find displayed at Lorville and in the old ladder. Next is what I hope is an actual pulse for only 4 referrals compared to 5 to get the PTV in the old ladder. At the very least, however, it is a black and gold paint scheme which looks amazing from the in-game images we've seen early. At 5 recruits, we seem to get another Volt weapon. At just 5 referrals, we have already gathered a huge amount of rewards compared to the previous system, which would have given you nothing but a single Badger, 2 Bulldog repeaters, a PTV, and a fish tank. While that's all the rewards they show on the ladder, we actually know of a lot more rewards. We got confirmation of them through the video and images that came with this announcement, as well as game files. First is a gorgeous gold and black storm paint that of course we'll never see because no one uses the storm and it fits into like 3 ships. We also get 4 Freelancer paints that will go on all variants of the Freelancer. These paints represent Whammers, Big Benny's, and the Elroy restaurants. We also get what is going to be a fan favorite Stark Hidden paint. I know personally that I'm going to be rocking the Whammers ones for sure. Other than the paints, we get a statue called Spirit of the Starman, which I believe is an actual statue at one of the CIG studios. There's also a Vandul statue that we see here. I assume both of these are going to be hangar decorations. Smaller decorations will feature memorabilia from each of the 4 major cities in Stanton. From Crusader, we get the Stormwall sculpture. Hurston has a gold figurine of the same statue of Hurston that we see at the landing zone. R-Corp gets its famous Cogsphere replica, and Microtech gets an homage to Wally's bar. I like all of these, and I would have loved to have them as decorations on my ship if we could retrieve them with any level of reliability. In the meantime, I think they'll make great little souvenirs around your hangar. Last, we get to the really juicy stuff. Smallest is going to be the MISC Raptor. I'm not sure if CIG had always intended to bring it to the game, but it looks like it will actually be in development at some point. I had originally thought it would be as useful as a mule, so it would basically do nothing but be a vehicle to drive around in, but the video they released with this announcement does show it picking up loose items on the floor. I wouldn't take that as a promise that it will actually do that in-game, but it's a cool concept nonetheless. If CIG does decide to sell the Raptor as well, I really hope it's for an absolutely tiny amount of money because of its extremely limited utility, but if I had to guess, it will likely sell for around $20 to $30. Next up is the Atlas. I have no idea if the Atlas will actually be part of the referral rewards since it isn't stated anywhere, but everything else in the teaser video is something we know is coming to the game as a referral, so it's definitely still a possibility. My last suspicion is for the first ship in the referral lineup being a Gladius Dunlevy. This is just an ordinary Gladius with a black and red color scheme and a specific starting loadout. I believe this because of a little model of it that we got as part of the referral ladder, and we also see a Gladius flying in the background of the video. Other than that, we're looking at a really solid lineup of ships, like the Scythe and the Idris-M. I'd imagine those two are probably going to be just like the Javelin, sitting at hundreds of referrals, so they aren't really relevant. So what's changing outside of the rewards and what's happening to the old ladder? Well, not a whole lot really. If you already have earned at least one referral by July 2nd, all future referrals after July 2nd, when the new ladder comes in, will count towards both ladders, allowing you to collect rewards from both of them. Your prospects will stay your own and will transfer from the old to the new system, which is really great to hear. Most importantly, however, there is now a grace period that will allow new players to retroactively use a friend's referral code for up to 24 hours after creating their account. Plus, that new player is getting 50,000 UEC compared to just 5,000 from before. That should definitely help them get armored up a few times before they set out on their adventures. And that's it. What do you think about the new ladder? Personally, I'm a fan of it, but I know a lot of older backers are fresh out of people they can refer to the game, which makes this really challenging. It also shines a light on the concierge ladder, which already felt sparse, but now feels absolutely barren. So how do you think the two ladders compare? Is there anything you hope to see in the new ladder as a reward, and how many referrals do you think we're going to need for the Raptor? Let me know your thoughts down below. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.